Welcome home, Monster Lord. Yes, thanks for your work here. The Mamo wishes to provide a report. Please proceed toward the hall. Very well. I shyly follow Alice down the hallway. What a difference from the last time I barged in here. We pass through the doors one after another. Finally, we come to a room full of kitsunes licking and sucking on silver discs. Foxes! What horrors are you planning, all assembled together like this? Kitsune are all taking notes as they suck on the discs. The huge stack of paper lining the room looks like they would take days just to read through. After searching through that lab, we found even more discs. There were so many I had to ensemble most of the kitsune race to help decode them. Damn kitsunes. Anyway, did you find anything out? Our analysis on the spirit seal has advanced quite a ways. They set up 4 towers through the world, each with their own generator that focuses on maintaining the seal. They are placed at the north and south poles and on the 2 opposite extremes of the east and west. The seal is focused through the 4 towers and brings about the seal on a global scale. 4 towers? That sounds troublesome. That's quite a lot of effort to neutralize Luca. It seems like these studies were begun long before Luca was even born. But the sealing of the spirits and a way to copy their effects. So not just sealing them, but copying them. I thought it was strange how they were able to mass produce these spirits so fast. You said 4 towers, right? So we need to destroy them to break the seal? That would cancel the seal, but I have a better idea. It's already a device set to seal something on a global scale. Why break something so useful? Useful? Is using them for our own purposes even possible? The 4 towers are basically just a way to amplify the power of something. Right now they're amplifying that seal on the spirits. So theoretically, it's possible to replace that seal with something of our own. So I thought, well, if we could interfere with the holy power of the angels. Interfere with the holy energy? You mean, make it so we are able to directly attack the angels? In theory. Does a powerful seal like that even exist? Something that can interfere directly with holy energy? Sounds like a godlike power. I wouldn't bring it up if I didn't have something in mind, you idiot! There's a seal that exists to interfere with holy energy. Have you heard of a place called the Sealed Sinner's Prison on this continent? Sealed Sinner's Prison. Isn't that where Heinrich's soul is sealed? The legendary hero Heinrich was sealed there for some reason. I can figure out why now, too. He must have discovered Ilias's true nature and challenged her to a fight. But he was defeated, and his soul sealed away. So you've already visited it. There's a seal there, keeping Heinrich's soul trapped away. The seal Ilias used is extremely powerful. If we divert that, we should be able to interfere with the holy energy. I see. Then we amplify it through the 4 towers? So we can deploy it all over the world? That's a good idea, Tamamo. If we do that, then we can launch a worldwide counterattack. Next, we need more information. In order to analyze the method, we will need to directly record some data onto these disks. We need to go to the sealed center's prison and perform it on site. Since we would expect interference, someone strong would need to do it. Then we'll go. Yes, leave it to us. Then we'll entrust that to you. If you practice a little bit, you'll easily be able to learn how to record data onto the disks. I've already started keeping a diary on a blank disk myself. Damn Fox. Anyway, let's start on it tomorrow. Luca, get a good rest tonight. We're waiting until tomorrow? In this situation, shouldn't we prepare a little faster? You should be tired enough after today. Yeah, you wouldn't save the whole world in a day. You need to get a good rest tonight and restore your power. But what if they attack again? We damaged the attackers enough today. They wouldn't be able to regroup and assault that quickly. Of course, they will regroup eventually. But if we act in a rush, we'd just be falling into their hands. She's trying to look tough, but the Monster Lord is quite worn out too. Even though her body was sealed, she's still fighting in battle after battle. You do need to rest tonight. Never violate the rule of order. Rest whenever you can. I see. Alright then. House is exhausted. I'm ashamed to say it, but I didn't notice. I'm not the only one who needs to rest. Galda too! She's been flying your ass all over the world. I'm not the only one who needs to rest. I decided to stop being stubborn and rest until tomorrow. Now then, Tamamo. About the six ancestors' great seal afflicted on me. There's very little information about that. We still don't know how they developed it, or what equipment they're using. We don't even know how to detect where it came from. It's like there's no clues at all. Ugh. I want to return to my original body. I'll let out a deep sigh. Suddenly, a vampire butler calls out. Monster Lord, the Queen Elf and Queen Fairy have arrived. Shall I keep them waiting? No, send them in. We just finished our discussion. Understood. The vampire opens the door, letting the two queens through. They look tired, but otherwise uninjured. It's been quite a while, Monster Lord. I hope your travels have treated you well. There's no need for the formal greetings. As a guest, did the forces of heaven drive you away from your island? I'm ashamed to say, but we withdrew before they could attack. The majority of the elves and fairies have relocated temporarily to your castle. The immense enemy forces made me wish to avoid useless sacrifices. Forgive me. There's no need to apologize. Withdrawing was the correct course of action. The elves and fairies may stay in the castle for a while. Thank you dearly. I also have a report about the enemy's movements. Humans that were captured during assaults have been relocated to our island. They seem to be centralizing their prisoners of war there. Tomo's ears suddenly perk up at that. I can't help but hear that. I believe there's a place there called the Train Laboratory. It's a facility built under the ground on that island, where they train men's stuff. There are some records about it on the disc. There was something like that under the ground of our island? I'm ashamed I knew nothing of it. It's no wonder you didn't notice. It's isolated by a special barrier. Detecting it would be very difficult. According to the records, men have been brought there for decades. I'm sure most of the men caught during the attacks have been taken there as well. They're treating humans like lab animals! They treat everything like lab animals. We have to go rescue them. Don't be so impatient. We'll start again tomorrow. You need to rest for the remainder of today. Monster Lord, is something wrong? Building a lab secretly underneath the island where the elves and fairies live. How did they choose there to begin with? The land is a sacred place where main nature spirits dwell. I'm sure the soil under the ground is pulsing with energy too. A land rich with spirits. Yes, that's right. Luca, do you remember the forest of spirits that fight with the chimeric monster? Yeah. It must have been one of Promestine's creations. That's our first encounter with a chimeric monster. I never thought I'd end up fighting against so many of them. That thing was wandering around the forest. Do you think it was because there may have been some sort of lab located there? Now you mention it. A forest where there was a spirit. It'd be a good location for researching things, wouldn't it? I see. It would be good to check it out, but I'm quite busy decoding these discs. Hey, Nanabi! Yes? Nanabi pops out, immediately responding to Tamamo's call. Nanabi, can you search for anything on the same wavelength as the seal on the Monster Lord around the Forest of Spirits? Forest of Spirits? One moment. It's faint, but I can sense a similar power around there. I'm sure you would find something if you search directly. That's one of the devices that's sealing Alice? Alright, let's go right now, Alice. Didn't you hear us say wait until tomorrow, you idiot? Sorry. She got angry. It's true, we're both tired today. Perhaps waiting until tomorrow would be best. Rescue the captives underground in the drain laboratory. Destroy a device sealing Alice near the Forest of Spirits. And copy the data about the seal Ilias used at the sealed center's prison to the disk. There's quite a lot to do tomorrow. Luca, you should rest tonight in a guest room. Please show him the way, vampire. Understood. Please follow me. Shall I carry your luggage? No, that's alright. I follow the overly polite vampire to the guest room. I decide to rest right away. I set down my dinner, feeling ready to rest for the night. This is the same castle where heroes would storm in, trying to attack the Monster Lord. I'm sitting here as an invited guest. What a strange turn of events. I'm coming in, Luca. Ah! What's wrong, Alice? I'm a little hungry. Hey, you can't be! I'm supposed to be resting! The cause of your damage is that holy energy eating into your flesh and blood. I heard from Michaela that there's no problem at all with your physical energy. But that's not the only issue, Alice! I've already done it with all the 4 spirits today! I am tapped! No way! Yeah, and we shall be skipping this one. The Crocs. Are you satisfied with the meaning of your existence? I've never made a judgment one way or the other. The definition of existence itself is unclear anyway. Is your AI malfunctioning? That question is an odd one for your logical ways. It's true, something may be off. I've been witness to a great many illogical things recently. Machine technology is not my area of specialty, but I heard your AI is very close to human thought patterns. It would be logical to assume that illogical thoughts would appear sooner or later. Why did Promestein give me the freedom to think freely? An autonomous machine would be just as capable for simply harvesting stuff from many men. Are you complaining that you aren't autonomous? I've been thinking of pointless things. Anything outside my mission is a hindrance. Right. It would be overkill to grant intelligent thought to something designed merely to process stuff. Why was I given human thought patterns if I was to process humans? Recently, that is what I've been thinking about. When I asked Promestein, she gave me no answer. Promestein has a deep passion for humans for some reason. I thought she simply viewed them as research subjects at first, but now I'm not sure. In the ancient times, she rebelled against Ilias and gave knowledge to humans. That is why she was confined as a grave criminal. Then why give me human thoughts? Maybe she wanted to produce something similar to a human, to get to know them better. Whatever it is, don't think too deeply about it. Promestein must have her own reasons. I'm too busy with my own art to worry about someone else's. It's the same for you and Lucia. Is Lucia satisfied with her own existence? Though she was originally human, she is now something different. But will she still think as a human does? And will those of her birthplace still know her as a human? I don't care about things like that. You seem to be afraid of losing something too. Little by little, you're losing the feelings and emotions peculiar to monsters and humans alike. That doesn't have anything to do with you. I am afraid of something. Thought of me not being myself any longer. You not being yourself any longer? Just what is that self? Psh! Why am I talking philosophy to a machine that has no soul? Return to your duty, Laplace. If your work is delayed by talking about pointless things, you'll be scolded. I am carrying out the processing in parallel to this conversation. While we have been speaking, I have extracted 16 liters of stuff. I see. My concern was unnecessary then. Well then, I'm going to return to my laboratory. I shall return to my normal work as well. Thus, the two of them disappear from the area. That was kind of difficult to follow. I wonder if Master Eden will know what they were talking about. You seem to have enjoyed the evening last night. I feel refreshed after sleeping all through the night last night. Yes, I feel great. As expected, she's in great spirits after last night. She finally got to snoo-snoo with her man after having to watch others snoo-snoo with her man. Now then, Luca. You need to know what to do in this sealed sinner's prison. I taught the method of recording data to the disk to the Monster Lord already. Since it's very likely that they will try to interfere, you must confront them. I wish I could go too. I've been working round the clock on decoding these, and I fear I'd be no good in a fight. It's alright. Leave it to us. Huh. Well, people should stay indoors anyways. Big job is awaiting for us in the sealed Sinner's prison. But there's somewhere else I want to go too. To the drain lab to rescue those prisoners and to destroy that sealing device in the Forest of Spirits. I've already shown Galda where everything is located at. Just ask her and she'll take you. Also, if you find any prisoners taken captive, she'll take them somewhere safe. You're giving quite the support. Humans and monsters must cooperate, no matter how small it is. If monsters are seen freeing captive humans, it'll go a long way towards building a united frontier. It's all in self-interest, so there's no need for thanks. But still. Thank you, Tamamo. Plus, when you get down to it, working together is in the long way around working for yourself. So, I mean, humans didn't develop cooperation just to be nice to each other. It ended up being helpful for survival. It's thanks to cooperation that we've been able to conquer the globe like we have. By the way, where are the other 4 Heavenly Knights? I sent Alma, Elma, and Arabetty on a little errand. Something that those small fish could be useful for. Granberry is still resting. She was trying to go out fighting with those horrible wounds, so I put her to sleep with magic. I see. How long until she recovers? I expect it to take 5 days, but she's healing faster than I thought. She should be completely recovered by tomorrow. That's encouraging. There's a good chance we'll be able to fight alongside Grimbaria then. Since I know how powerful she is firsthand, that would be very reassuring. Alright. We have things we need to get done. Let's go! We'll be back before night, so make sure dinner is ready. Thus, we take off away from the castle. For our first destination, Alice. Alfie is Fateborn, currently the 16th Monster Lord, said to be the strongest of her family, even exceeding the famed Alice the Eighth. In response to the Sixth Ancestor's Great Seal, she substituted her main body for one of the young girls. Since her mind was dragged into this body, it appears she has had a tough time keeping her dignity and avoiding acting like a child.